Everybody, welcome back to another video with your host Rising Oblivion. Today guys, I have some very cool news. We finally have some more information regarding the 30th anniversary of Shin Megami Tensei. So if you didn't know, this year is the 30th anniversary of the mainline SMT games, and we had all been kind of wondering why Atlus was been like radio silent about this and everything, because last year we knew that we were getting some details. Basically, whenever the Persona 25th anniversary was sort of ending, we got some screenshots and different things from Atlus telling us, hey, next year is going to be the 30th anniversary. You can expect some stuff to be happening. Well, things are finally happening now. It took all the way until March for them to really give us anything, but yes, there is going to be a 30th anniversary Shin Megami Tensei event in Yokohama May 5th and 6th. So, what's all going to be there? Well, they have a couple of different things. There's going to be some vendors there showing off some different things like merchandise and exhibition there as well, and also a concert. The concert's going to be kind of the bigger thing here. There's going to be different days for different performances. Like I said, May 5th and May 6th are the two different days. The first day is going to be focusing on Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, and the second day is going to be focusing on Shin Megami Tensei 5. So we're going to have one thing on one day, one thing on the other. In the concert, both days will also include songs from all 6 of the main title Shin Megami Tensei games. I think they're including Apocalypse in there when they kind of say that, so that's why it's 6. So that's pretty cool, right? We're getting this event. We're finally getting some love for the anniversary. I'll throw up some art that you guys can see in regards to how they're kind of showing this off. There are, different seatings that you can have and different things there, but this is all in Japan. So what does this mean maybe for potentially the rest of the world and what we could possibly be getting? Well, there has been some things that we've noticed in the past when it comes to Atlus and their games, and so this repetition when it comes to concerts and events. In past events, at the end of concerts, we've had sneak peeks of new Atlus games that are going to be coming out within, the next year or so. So sometimes they're teasers, sometimes they're more like full-on trailers. Strikers was like this, for instance. P5, I believe, was like this. I think SMT 3 Nocturne Remake also had some teasers and stuff like that at concerts and whatnot. So we have something here where we might be able to expect there to be something at the end of these concerts. Of course, this is all SMT related, so we could expect something more SMT related when it comes to that. And Shin Megami Tensei V being on the last day of this is kind of interesting, because the entire exhibit should be showing off and doing more things and having a focus on Shin Megami Tensei V. So the concerts are going to be happening both days. The last day having the whole exhibition be looking like SMT5, and then a lot of times it's going to be the last concert or whatever that they actually show off a teaser or a trailer of what's going on. And I made this sort of topic in my last video. Weirdly enough, I knew nothing about this news yet. This released March 1st. Like, I really didn't know anything about this, so it's interesting. I just made a whole video talking about SMT5 and whether or not Atlus was done with SMT5. The fact that SMT5 is getting kind of a whole day dedicated to this makes me feel like there could be something there when it comes to SMT5. Something I didn't talk about in my video was the fact that SMT5 could be ported to other titles and whatnot. It's not really been a thing that the core SMT games have done other than SMT3. They typically stick to like Nintendo platforms and whatnot. If it's a mainline game, of course, spin-offs and whatnot are completely different. It's kind of different how they go about doing that. And SMT3 kind of was supposed to be a spin-off too. It was supposed to be called Nocturne, actually. They put the main Shin Megami Tensei 3 in front of it. So it's kind of a caveat there. It's kind of different when looking at that game. So it makes me feel like we might be expecting something coming with Shin Megami Tensei 5. Typically, Atlus always has, the updated version of the game come out a year or so later, and it's been a couple years now since we've had SMT5, which seems crazy, I know, because it just seems wild, but I believe this year is actually supposed to be, I think, 3 years since, or 2-year anniversary. I believe at the end of this year will be SMT5's 2-year anniversary, so we are expected to have something like, you know, the Maniamax version of SMT5, or similar like Persona, where we have Golden or we have Royal. The updated version of the game that includes more content, has more DLC, potentially, you know, a longer playtime. Typically, they add like 20 hours extra playtime, include all the DLC from the past version, and also have some new DLC and stuff like that. So it's interesting. We could expect something like that to be happening. Maybe Soul Hackers 2 could have a similar thing. I'm not too sure, depending on whether or not they felt like Soul Hackers 2 was something to continue, and it was more of a spin-off thing, so who knows? We're really just going to have to wait and see, but I have high hopes that potentially we'll get something related to SMT5. I want to go back to that game. It's been a little while since I played it. Like, how many of you just played it that one time and didn't really jump back to it? I kind of want to give it another chance and give it another try, so I don't know. I'm kind of excited for this. Or just seeing new titles in general is just, it's also a great thing to have. I'm just speculating on SMT5, SMT3 having its own day. I don't really know what else they're going to do with that. They remastered the thing and put it out. I mean, I don't know. I'm just kind of picking at straws here, I guess, with SMT5, because that feels like something that could have some significance and something they could actually be hinting towards, and something that we are to kind of be expecting by now from Atlus. So if I called it, then hey, good, I called it. I'm ready to go back to that game, try it again, because I thought it was great. There were a couple things that needed to tweak, however, but a new version of SMT5 actually could be really nice and give us some more insight on the story and fix a couple of those issues that I think a lot of us had whenever these new iterations of the games come out, given we shouldn't have to have those to get the full experience of the game, I don't think, but it is nice when they come out and give us a fuller, better experience instead of potentially adding on things that kind of maybe worsen the story, similar to what we had with SMT5. Some people argue, you know, Royal can add some things that seem a little out of pocket, like they're just randomly pushed in there. Maybe we need some more things for SMT5 is kind of what I'm saying to make it better. I don't know. I would like to see some more titles. It looks like from what I said at the beginning of this year, I think I made a video talking about what they were trying to do with the Shin Megami Tensei series and other games going forward, and they said that they had a focus on older titles and bringing back newer titles in different ways. I think remasters, remakes, and reboots. Reboots being similar to what we had with Soul Hackers 2, so at the end of this, we could see something in regards to another series coming back, potentially remasters or ports of other Shin Megami Tensei titles. They knew how well those Persona ports did. They easily could see how, you know, beneficial it might be to bring back some of those older classic Mega 10 titles, and I know for sure I also would be super hyped about that. So let me know down in the comment section, guys, what would you like to see? Any remasters, reboots, brand new games? Obviously, new games are at the height of the list for me, and probably Shin Megami Tensei V getting some kind of DLC or just something new would be great. But I think it's me for this video, guys. Let me know how you feel about this information. Like, comment, subscribe for more content. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you all so much for watching.